Waycross coverage of the 2020 Southwest Ohio Swim Classic was made possible in part by Fastest Labs, clean, fast testing for drug and alcohol, DNA screening, DOT testing, and employer solutions. Henry Toman, Ohio Valley Restoration, Solar is Freedom, and Huntington Learning Center.
Improve your child's academic skills at Huntington Learning Center.
I'm Dan from Huntington Learning Center. The ACT and SAT are important milestones for high school students. We can help prepare your child for these challenging tests.
Students should remain diligent in their studies at school. Expose your child to the tests as early as sophomore year. And if you see your child struggling with a subject at school, seek out help as early as possible.
Our mission is to give every student the best education possible.
At Solar is Freedom, we are a reliable alternative energy company focused on producing great value for our customers. Whether your concern is speed, quality service, or all of the above, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. We believe in saving you as much money as possible, designing and installing the best system for your individual needs, while saving as many natural resources as we can. At Solar is Freedom, we are focused on your peace of mind.
Welcome to the Southwest Ohio Swim Classic Day 2 Finals at Keating Auditorium, historic Keating Auditorium on the campus of St. Xavier High School. I'm Mike Leonard, along with Coach Benson Sperling and Coach Meredith Griffin, and we're here tonight to bring you the finals, exciting finals action of Day 2. And Coach Benson, last night was also an exciting night, featuring one of the probably the top 5 high school swims I've ever seen in my 34-year coaching career.
No question about it. Aaron Shapora was outstanding. He had 2 very explosive records that he set. 20.1 in the 50 free, 146 or 46 in the 100 backstroke. Those are unbelievable swims for right now.
I mean, it's one thing to set state records at the end of the year when you're fully rested and at the state tournament. It's another thing to be doing it in the middle of the season.
That's right.
What we witnessed last night was something at a higher level that I haven't seen very rarely in my career.
Well, it was a lot of fun to watch, and it was amazing the electricity that went through the stands once that occurred.
So we are just about ready for our national anthem, and then we'll have a swim off tonight to start the
festivities
actions, and then we will go into our events. So
we had a 3-way tie for the swim off.
The high school classic features over 2,800 swimmers that swim and dive at 9 preliminary sites, and the top 16 of all the swimmers in all those events come to historic Keating Auditorium to swim finals at night. Division 1, Division 2, this is the best of all the swimmers in the area.
It is exciting to see all the athletes come together in both divisions, like in the old days when it was one division.
Well, we have an interesting storyline coming up down the road in the 100 freestyle, which we will discuss at length.
We have a musical rendition.
Yes. So
ladies and gentlemen, at
now
this
we will
time,
honor America with
honor
the playing of our national anthem.
The singing of our national anthem. Tonight we are very happy to have from Waynesville High School on violin, Keegan Cassidy.
Keegan Cassidy from Waynesville, Ohio will play the national anthem on a violin. Well done. Well done.
Good job.
So we will start the evening's festivities with a swim-off. The swim-off is a three-way tie for the 50 butterfly. Lane 4 will be Christopher Pereira of St. Xavier. Lane 5 will be Chase Fife of Kenton Ridge. And lane 6, Nicholas Wolf of St. Xavier. And I believe, Coach, that this will be the swim-off for the first alternate position.
Okay. All three participants went 25.78 this morning.
And Coach Benson, in your career, do you ever turn down a swim-off opportunity?
Never.
Thank you.
Never does an athlete.
One of the ironclad rules of the Benson Basics that you wrote 40 years ago.
Oh, come on now. Not quite that long ago, but certainly swim-offs are an opportunity. I'd say 9 out of every 10 swim-offs, the swimmers go faster. So it's a great opportunity to get up and race and go fast. It's a magical time. Some swimmers go their entire career without a swim-off. So when you get a chance, swimmers take advantage of it. And you're off. And Christopher in lane 4 got a wonderful start and has taken the early lead. And touched pretty close together on the wall. Get under waters. And it looks like Christopher Pereira, St. X, holds on for the victory. 24.88. So 9/10 of a second faster in a 50 is a huge drop. All three of the athletes got lifetime best, or at least improved what they did this morning.
Which is typically the case in regards to swim-offs. So we'll start the night with our medley relays, 200 medley relay. Swimming in lane 1, Seven Hills. Lane 2, Tippecanoe. Lane 3, Lebanon. Lane 4, Indian Hill. Lane 5, Seton. Lane 6, Walnut Hills. Lane 7, Kings. And lane 8, Marymount.
Mike, this is a 200 medley relay, which is a high school contested event. 50 of each stroke. Our backstrokers are out very fast up in lane 7. That's Leah Lockett. The early lead. Leah's from Keens Mill. Ava Stollmeyer is doing the breaststroke for Kings. That's second in lane 4, Cincinnati Indian Hill. Kathy Zhao has now taken over the lead. And Jillian Rice will be doing the fly leg. Right there, we see the takeoff. Very clean. And they're out to a very commanding lead. That's an image of Jillian Rice. Right there going into her turn, drop and pop. And a very good race for second. And Indian Hill is running away with this heat. And the anchor, Isabel Fiber. 26.8. We've got Indian Hill out in front. And several contending. Walnut Hills and Kings Mill contending for second. Indian Hill's going to win the heat handily. 1:48.56. Dropping 5 seconds from their morning swim. Walnut Hills gets second, and Kings holds on for third. And now we're on to the championship final heat.
Swimming in lane 1, St. Ursula. Lane 2, Beaver Creek. Lane 3, Centerville. Lane 4, Mason. Lane 5, Springboro. Lane 6, Ursuline Academy. Lane 7, Lakota West. And lane 8, Turpin.
Mason was our top seed with a 148.31 this morning. The record's held by Springboro from just last year, 144.59. Springboro was our second seed. So in the middle of the pool, lanes 4 and 5. And they're off. Clean start. In lane 5, Maggie Clough. That's the early lead. Springboro is offward, 26-61. Followed by Mason. Reese Logby coming up. He's taking the lead for Mason. Mason with a now a 2 body length lead. Here Akram, Jr., and her sister will be anchoring. Also a junior, obviously twins, I'm guessing. Mason in command. Springboro, the defending record holder, in second. And the record's 144.59. And that's definitely within reach. I believe the record's going to fall. Going to be tight. Here we come. And it does fall. 143.71. Anchor split 23.19.
Benson, Mason has broken, so that's 3 of them. They broke both relay records last night, and that's the first relay tonight. So far in this meet, they've broken each record on the girls' side.
And they'll go for the 400 free a little bit later on this evening. Close out the meet.
I would say they have a good shot.
I would say they do have a good shot. They're swimming very well. Now we go to the boys 200 medley.
Swimming in lane 1, Lakota West. Lane 2, Moeller. Lane 3, Talawanda. Lane 4, Loveland. Lane 5, Elder. Lane 6, Walnut Hills. Lane 7, Lakota East. And lane 8, Turpin.
Okay, our early leader in lane 6. That's Walnut Hills. And Aaron Shapura, who was dominant last night, leads off with a 22.25 and gets a huge lead for his teammates. Now lane 4 giving chase. That's Colin Blackburn. Brandon Day had led off the backstroke, and now Colin is closing the gap on Walnut Hills. So Loveland now trailing just barely, and there they go. Nice starts. Alex Kraft, the junior from Walnut Hills, holding on to the lead. Evan Lucas, a junior, giving chase. He's in second place right now. Walnut Hills has a pretty commanding lead. with Trey Harris filling out the anchor leg. Loveland's in second. And in the center, that's Elder. And Walnut Hills, Trey Harris is going to touch in the time of 1:37.33 to get the victory in the console heat. Loveland gets second, 1:40.09. And finishing third up in lane 2 with a really outstanding anchor, Kevin Thibodeaux, is 1:40.83. So very good first heat. Now we go on to the championship final heat.
So in lane 1, Centerville. Lane 2, Beaver Creek. Lane 3, Sycamore. Lane 4, St. X. Lane 5, Mason. Lane 6, Kings. Lane 7, Hamilton Baden. And lane 8, Indian Hill.
Okay, the record's held by Sycamore, set last year at the time of 1:30.68. Top seed this morning, Xavier was 1:37.07. It's a very formidable record. It's going to be difficult to get towards that mark. Mason out, Adam Cheney, outstanding sprinter. Very good backstroker as well as a sprint freestyler. Also pretty much swim anything, so outstanding. He's out in 22.2. Tremendous swim right there. Nick DeGallo holding on to the lead. Xavier, outstanding breaststroke. Scott Sobolisky is now taking the lead. And we've got Jean-Pierre Kolzma. He's our champion in the 100 fly last year at the state championship. He's opened up a commanding lead. Split at 21.6, very nice. Owen Taylor now finishing out the victory. Lane 5, Brandon Osborne of Mason in second place. Keens Mills trying to catch him. And just missing. And that was a great swim by Xavier. 1:30.72. The record's 1:30.68. That's a really, really wonderful swim Xavier had right there. Mason finishes second with a time of 1:34.27. Kings gets in there for third place, 1:35.11. Now we're going to shift gears from a super sprint event in those relays to the 1650, the mile, which is a collegiate event. It's not contested at the high school level. And during that period of time, we will get the race started, and we'll go to some interviews, and then we will cut away and come back for the exciting finish.
So that's St. Xavier relay is a Keating Auditorium record, which they don't get broken very often.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, a lot of good swimmers come through this place.
Well, that
historic Keating Auditorium.
That record was set by the two Foster boys, Nate Patterson and Froes.
Ansel Froes.
Yeah, and so that was a heck of a group there.
So that brings us to the girls 1650 freestyle, and I believe we're going to have a little bit of a pause as the officials check some situation out. Something between lane 4 and 5, not exactly sure. Possibly a touchpad replacement. And that looks like what it's going to be. So yes, they're going to exchange the touchpad. 66 lengths of the pool, Coach Benson. Not a normal high school event, but these swimmers have all done this before in their club teams, I'm sure. And it is the swimming version of the mile, and lots of strategy. What does Benson's Basics say about this event?
Well, it's an event that you can't be too tentative. You got to get out and establish a tempo and a rhythm. Many athletes that train for the mile work very diligently on being able to negative split their races and come back really strong. So they get out, establish a tempo, around the 7, 8, 900 mark, depending on what their race strategy is. They start to pick it up and see if they can start reducing their splits, maybe by a 1/10 per 50. And you do that 10 times, and all of a sudden you're going a full second faster than you were just 300, 400, 500 yards previously. So it's a little bit of cat and mouse. You need to understand how to, if you're leading an athlete to your right or left, to move away from them in the lane so they don't drag on you. There's a drafting situation where oftentimes an athlete will get on someone's hip and sort of be pulled along by that athlete. But it's bottom line, you got to have 65 good turns.
Yes.
You got to make sure your breakouts are clean. All those things help you conserve energy as you go into the end of your race. Yep. So it's a technical race, even though it's back and forth quite a few times.
Swimming in lane 1 is Laura Zipes, a sophomore from Centerville High School. Lane 2, her sister Sarah Zipes, a senior from Centerville. Lane 3, Michaela Elliott, a senior from Cincinnati, Wyoming. Lane 4, Ashley Lugbill, junior from Mason. Lane 5, Julia Quinn, a junior from Dayton Carroll. Lane 6, Jillian Rice, a senior from Indian Hill, one of our scholarship award recipients. It's presented earlier this evening. Lane 7, Katie McCafferty, a freshman from Centerville. And lane 8, Madeline Grooms, a senior from Springboro.
Important to have a safe start on the mile. You don't want to get up there and twitch. Swim the mile. 66 lengths all by yourself.
Only to be told you were disqualified. Sorry, come back next year.
So our top seed, Ashley Lugbill, is a junior. 17 flat is her 17:33 is her seed time. So we'll see if she's able to do that. She has taken the early lead. And I do believe we're going to have some interviews during our swim here. So very good start for Ashley as she gets out in front, establishing her tempo. And as I look across the field, seven of the 8 girls are suited.
That's a subject that we touched on last night.
We did. And it's
prevalent.
I'm starting to see more and more kids suit up in prelims just to get in here. That's a big part of it. The facilities are a little bit different because there's so many different sites. Some of the sites have facilities that can warm up and warm down.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention up at the announcers.
Advantage, but all right, so Ashley's holding 30.3.
In the
holding just under 101s for each 100 right now.
Very spirited competition in the women's division. We had over 109 competitors. Each diver had to compete with 17 dives over a 24-hour period.
You can see
tonight we are happy to have the winners of each division in the girls, with a total score of 471.7 points. Sophomore from Wyoming, Grace Courtney. In the boys division, same thing, 52 boys competing 17 dives in under 24 hours. And the winner in our boys division with 458.05 points, junior from Talawanda, Samuel Houle. Congratulations, Samuel. Congratulations, Grace.
Okay, now we can
It looks like we're ready to get ready for an interview. The divers.
Our diving winners at this year's Classic are Grace Courtney, a sophomore from Wyoming High School, and Sam Houle, who's defending his title from last year. He's a junior from Talawanda. Sam, was it harder this year, or how did this year's competition compare to last?
I would definitely say that it was probably harder because I was doing harder dives than I was last year. So, yeah, I would say it's harder.
And Grace, the diving community is pretty small. You're familiar with each other. How does diving in this Classic compare to your normal dive meets?
Oh, you get to meet a bunch of different divers from different parts of Ohio, and you just get to make new friends.
So we don't get to see diving on TV here with the Classic. What would you like everyone at home to know about your sport?
I would just say that it's actually really stressful and it takes a lot of courage. So people who dive, like, I just respect for them because I know it's like, I know what it is, like how it is. So it's pretty scary sometimes. So.
Definitely different events, like platform that you usually don't get to see in high school is pretty fun to watch. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
All right, great job, guys.
Good job. Congratulations.
From Dayton Carroll's currently in second place.
So we're at the 500 mark on this girls 1650.
And we will go to
500 yards
Black here in a moment.
5:04.58.
Pick this race up right around
For
the
Ludville,
1400
again,
mark.
averaging right around 31 seconds of 50.
We'll be back right after this.
Waycross coverage of the 2020 Southwest Ohio Swim Classic was made possible in part by Fastest Labs, clean, fast testing for drug and alcohol, DNA screening, DOT testing, and employer solutions. Henry Tillman, Ohio Valley Restoration, Solar is Freedom, and Huntington Learning Center.
Improve your child's academic skills at Huntington Learning Center.
I'm Dan from Huntington Learning Center. The ACT and SAT are important milestones for high school students. We can help prepare your child for these challenging tests.
Students should remain diligent in their studies at school. Expose your child to the tests as early as sophomore year. And if you see your child struggling with a subject at school, seek out help as early as possible.
Our mission is to give every student the best education possible.
At Solar is Freedom, we are a reliable alternative energy company focused on producing great value for our customers. Whether your concern is speed, quality service, or all of the above, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. We believe in saving you as much money as possible, designing and installing the best system for your individual needs, while saving as many natural resources as we can. At Solar is Freedom, we are focused on your peace of mind.
And
Okay, we're back. And Ashley is still holding a commanding lead, holding about 31/8s, 31/7s on her 50s. And is commanding lead. She's lapping her competitors here pretty soon. She's getting close. We've got a good race between second and third. In lane 5, we have Julia Quinn, and lane 6, Julian Rice. And there's about 3 seconds separating them right now. But there's no question the winner of the heat's going to be Ashley Lugbill. Now you can see her going in. She's finished her 60th link, so she's got 150 to go. And getting close to catching the field. She's caught some of them. The second place and third place are still out there. And there's an underworld shot. High elbow catch. And a nice job. Good extension. And Jillian Rice is trying to get up and contend with Julia Quinn. They're trying to run her down here in the last 150. Ashley holding her lead. Quinn holding off Jillian for second. They missed the bell lap. And they've got the double red out, so the athlete will know, even though they didn't hear it. Okay, 17-13. 17-17-13. That's the winning time. Ashley Quinn holding on for second. Jillian Rice third. Did not quite get up there to get her. Was trying to. And Ashley Quinn gets second with a time of 17:41.35. Jillian Rice 17:42.74. So a good set of miles right there, Mike.
Very strong.
It's uncommon for the bell lap to be missed, but fortunately the double red on the clap counters signifies the last link, and that always helps as well.
You had several officials scurrying around on that.
Yeah, they're probably watching the playoff game or something. And now we're going to the men's 1650.
Swimming in lane 1 will be Kyle Seelkopf, a senior from St. Xavier. Lane 2, Alex Kraft, a junior from Walnut Hills. Lane 3, Jacob Ortwine, Lakota West. Lane 4, Kellen Roddy, senior from St. Xavier. Lane 5, Eric Menschoffer, junior from Sycamore. Lane 6, Adam Lampy, the junior from St. Xavier. Lane 7, Will Taylor, senior from Indian Hill. And lane 8, Jay Weil, the senior from St. Xavier.
Okay, our top seed, Kellen Roddy, has a seed time of 15:40. The meet record is held by Justin Grinder, 15:19 back in 2017. Was set just a couple of years ago. Okay, clean start, and the athletes are all going out and establishing their tempo. You can see they're all together right there. No one surging too much. Very comfortable stride and rhythm. And out in 25. 25-2, that's Kaylin Roddy, our top seed. And Mike, you see a lot of variety in the strokes. Some athletes breathe every third. Some have a gallop, more so in the distance events than any other, where when they take their breath, they have a hesitation, and they lay on their opposite arm, which is a typical distance gait that they use. The top milers in the world don't do that. And you can see right there that Kaylin is keeping a pretty even rate. He is not galloping, and that's preferable. Now he's getting good extension off his wall, so he's taking in oxygen off his wall. Typically in the shorter races you don't want to do that, but in the longer races, pulling, and he's taking his top arm stroke and then taking a breath right there. So he's getting oxygen as he's going out. In a shorter race, you typically pull with your bottom arm for your second stroke, as to not affect your breakout. You want to make sure your breakouts are clean, you don't lose your momentum. But he is extending off his walls, and you can see he's got like a 3 body length lead now. And he's got a good rhythm. Nice tempo. In second, that's Eric Minchhofer from Sycamore. And in third, very tight between lane 6, Adam Lampley, and in lane 2, Alex Kraft from Walnut Hills. And I think we'll come back to this race here in a moment as they draw to the conclusion. We'll leave with Kaylin about a 4 body length lead. Back in a moment.
Waycross coverage of the 2020 Southwest Ohio Swim Classic was made possible in part by Fastest Labs, clean, fast testing for drug and alcohol, DNA screening, DOT testing, and employer solutions. Henry Tillman, Ohio Valley Restoration, Solar is Freedom, and Huntington Learning Center.
Improve your child's academic skills at Huntington Learning Center.
I'm Dan from Huntington Learning Center. The ACT and SAT are important milestones for high school students. We can help prepare your child for these challenging tests.
Students should remain diligent in their studies at school. Expose your child to the tests as early as sophomore year. And if you see your child struggling with a subject at school, seek out help as early as possible.
Our mission is to give every student the best education possible.
At Solar is Freedom, we are a reliable alternative energy company focused on producing great value for our customers. Whether your concern is speed, quality service, or all of the above, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. We believe in saving you as much money as possible, designing and installing the best system for your individual needs, while saving as many natural resources as we can. At Solar is Freedom, we are focused on your peace of mind.
Welcome back, and we have 10 links of the pool remaining. Kaylin Roddy is in command of this race, absolutely dominating. He's holding 28 twos, 27 highs, and has a great rhythm. Right now you can see him there. He's lapping the field.
28-4. 200 yards to go. Let's help him, please. Let's get him home. This is the heck of a swim.
Adam Lamp is in second in lane 6.
Adam Lamping was well beat back in the field, and he has systematically clicked off catching guys.
Yeah, he's improved his position, but this is Kalen's race. He's going to handily get the victory.
13:59.4.
6 lengths of the pool to go. And Kalen Roddy is now passing the second place participant. So,
Be a little bit off that, but he's got a great swing on it.
100 left. Yeah, 14:27. It'll be just off the record, but it's going to be a great swim.
15:23, 15:22, let him go.
And they're not going to miss the bell lap here. They got it. Bell lap. Now we need to see the double red.
Taylor Riley with a great swim.
It's not going to be very far off the record, just a few seconds.
15:21.
We've got 2 seconds of the record, so that's a well of a swim.
On 2020.
15:21.14.
Just off the knee
And
record.
still a little bit of a battle for second and third. It looks like Adam Lamping is going to hold on for second. Eric Minchopper is going to be third from Sycamore. And they're coaching at 15:53. Eric coaches at 15:55.14. So a very good set of miles right there, Mike.
Yes, very good job.
And now we jump back into as these individuals will be finishing up the mile. We've got a couple of lengths to go here.
And that brings us to the girls 200 IM. Swimming in lane 1 will be Esme Wright, Walnut Hills. Lane 2, Madeline Hart, Turpin. Lane 3, Liza Simona, Ursuline Academy. Lane 4, Bella Matissa, Ursuline Academy. Lane 5, Devin Olson, Waynesville. Lane 6, Brooke Campstra, Cincinnati Seton. Lane 7, Lauren Clippard of Coleraine. And lane 8, Thea McCarty of Oakwood.
And Jenny Forrester holds the record at 2:01.15, set in 2005. Okay, this 200 IM is a high school contested event. 50 flyback breast and freestyle. And there's a call back up. And they're going to restart. There we go. Out to the quick lead. That's Lauren Clippard from Cincinnati Coleraine. Now Bella. That's up. Ursuline Academy. Taking the lead right there in lane 4. Good tempo on her backstroke. Reaching just a touch behind her head there, but good rhythm. Lauren holding on to second with a fast fly leg. Now the breaststrokers will start coming up. Let's see how many back to breast crossovers. Pretty much there's one. Lane 6. Still holding commanding lead, Bella. Lauren Clifford still in second. Okay, to the freestyle. Bella still in control. See her executing return. Good extension. Clean breakout. Good wall skill right there. And pretty much wire to wire, she's going to get the victory for the console heat at a time of 2:09.70. 4 seconds faster than she went this morning. Lauren Clifford finishes second with a 2:10.34, dropping nearly 5 seconds. And now to the championship finals.
Swimming in lane 1, Reese Lugbill. Lane 2, Kate Lair. Lane 3, Maggie Clough. Lane 4, Paige Striley. Lane 5, Leah Luckett. Lane 6, Claudia Butterfield. Lane 7, Katie Fisher. Lane 8, Peyton Farrell.
Clean start. Paige Striley is our top seed this morning. We got 4 girls, all 2:09s this morning. Right in the middle of the pool there. You can see they're very even. Very tight. 27 threes, 27-0. Less than 3/10 separating almost 5 of our competitors. And now in lane 3, Maggie Clough has taken the Springboro backstroker, has taken the lead. Did a nice job with her underwater right there. Got probably a body length and a half ahead of the field. And she's going to do a touch and go turn there. See how her breaststroke game's in there. And she's holding the lead. Kate Lair in lane 2 from Kettering is climbing up with a breaststroke leg. Now in second. Meg Clough still leading. There's a good image of her. She's got a good body and a half ahead. Lair's in second. It's going to be a great race for second place. And Maggie's holding on. Good rhythm there. Really gained her advantage on the backstroke and then held the breast. And now we've got Kate Lair and Reese Lugby from Mason battling for second. Maggie Clough gets first with a time of 2:05.73. And Reese Lugby gets second from Mason. 2:06.83. Finishing third, Kate Lair. Kettering Alter. 2:06.94. Very tight race for second and third. And now we're on to the boys. I think we're about ready for an interview.
We're here with Ashley Lugbill. She's the winner of the women's 1650 freestyle. Ashley, you led from start to finish. What was your strategy? What was going through your head during that race?
Well, our team goal was just to win overall, and coming into the night, we were 30 points behind Springboro. So I just knew I had to get my hand on that wall and give it my all.
Your team is doing really well. Your relays are really strong. How does it look for the rest of tonight?
It looks pretty good. We have a lot of swimmers in finals, so I think we got it.
Well, you certainly did your part. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, there's our winner of the mile. Swimming the boys 200 IM, lane 1, Justin Dostal, Anderson. Lane 2, William Froas, St. Xavier. Lane 3, Christian Narcellus, Springfield. Lane 4, Calvin Wise, Greenan. Lane 5, Nathan Wall, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Josh Holtman, St. Xavier. Lane 7, Josh Pearson, Indian Hill. And lane 8, Nick D'Angelo of Mason.
And Calvin Wise surged to the front on that fly. But now Christian Narcels has taken the lead in lane 3 on a strong backstroke leg. And he's got almost a full body length lead there. Touch and go. Mike, I don't see very many of these athletes utilizing the back to breast crossover turn, which is a huge advantage. It's something that each of them could gain some time on if they reduce their times by learning that skill.
I'm not really sure why they don't. More of them don't.
I think you've got to have it at the highest level. You can't not do it. All right, still holding on, Christian. But now in lane 5, Nathan Walls came up really strong on that breaststroke, and he's battling. Looks like he may have gained a slight edge. It's going to come down to the 7th wall, and Wall takes the lead. No pun intended. With that great extension off the 7th turn. 7th turn and a 200 is critical. And Wall gets the win. Nathan Wall, 154.40. Great swim by Nathan. Finishing second, our early leader was Calvin Wise, and he went 54.74. So great consolation swims right there.
So swimming in the championship finals, lane 1, Kevin Glennon of Kings. Lane 2, Jason Allen of Beaver Creek. Lane 3, Jake Young, Kings. Lane 4, Ansel Froas, Sycamore. Lane 5, Ian Van Gorp, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Scott Sobolewski, St. Xavier. Lane 7, Nate Holte, Beaver Creek. And lane 8, Jean-Pierre Kuzam, St. Xavier.
Okay, and the record's held by Jake Foster. 147.83, our top seed. Ansel is at a 151.37, so see if he can challenge that. Okay.
Watching the freestyle leg of that previous race.
All right, Kevin Glennon in lane 1, along with Jean-Pierre in lane 8. Outside Smoke, both outstanding flyers, taking the early lead. They've got an inverted V right now, uncommon. Trying to steal it from the outside. Kuzman now in lane 8, near bottom of your screen. It's hard to see right there. Is leading. And he's using a strong fly and backstroke. Ansel right there, strong breaststroker. So there's a back-to-breast crossover turn, and he executed it perfectly. And it gained a great advantage off of that. And you see there in lane 8. That's Jean-Pierre Cruzum. Ansel now has about a body and a half lead on this breaststroke. He's really surging to the front. Jake Young in lane 2. I'm sorry, that's Jason Allen from Beaver Creek. Really surged up on his breaststroke. Ansel Fruaz holding on. Jason Allen in a solid second position, trying to get up there. Very powerful back half of his race by Jason Allen, but Ansel holds on for the victory at 151.25. Jason Allen gets second, 152.37. And in third, Nate Pulte from Beaver Creek, 152.72. So a very good championship final. Mike, we're now heading to the girls 100-yard freestyle, which is a high school contested event.
Swimming in lane 1, Taylor Crouch of Centerville. Lane 2, Reese Turner of Springfield. Lane 3, Leah Luckett, Kings. Lane 4, Bella Matissa, Ursuline Academy. Lane 5, Phoebe Wright, Walnut Hills. Lane 6, Abby Wolford, Beaver Creek. Lane 7, Abby Susak, Springboro. Lane 8, Caitlin Basic of Beaver Creek.
Out very quickly. Tight, straight across the line there. Maybe a slight edge in lane 6. Abby Wolford, a Beaver Creek freshman, taking it out very fast. Has about a half a body length. Also in lane 2, that's Kira Akram. Now Kira has surged ahead on that third wall. You can see her in lane 2. And she's trying to get up for the victory in the console heat. And it's coming down to the finish. And Abby touches it out with a 52.07. Reese Turner gets second with a 52.36. 52.36.
For the A final, swimming in lane 1, Lucy Morris of New Madison Tri-Village. Lane 2, Kiara Ankrum of Mason. Lane 3, Ella Jo Piersma, Seven Hills. Lane 4, Jessie Lee, Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy. Lane 5, Hannah Hill, Springboro. Lane 6, Grace Hastings, Anderson. Lane 7, Clara Kaiser, St. Ursula. And lane 8, Mia Latimer, Cincinnati Country Day School.
Out to the quick lead, lane 5, Hannah Hill, Springboro. Out in 24.13. Followed closely by Jessie. She got a commanding lead. Hannah Hill running away from it, full body length. And an easy victory. Hannah Hill, 50-54. It's the second off of the record held by Cora Dupree at 49.56, set in 2018. Finishing second, that was Ella Jo Piersma. And Ella Jo went 52.35 for second. So a very good championship heat there, Mike. And now we head to the boys' 100-yard freestyle.
Swimming in lane 1, R.J. Myers. Lane 2, Drew Held of Moeller. Lane 3, Sam Campbell of Dayton Oakwood. Lane 4, Ethan Otten of Beaver Creek. Lane 5, Michael Ryan of Beaver Creek. Lane 6, Will Taylor of Indian Hill. Lane 7, Evan Devine, Lakota East. Lane 8, Caven Lynch of Kings.
Okay. Very tight right across the middle of the pool, lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. And looks like a slight edge in lane 3 by Sam Campbell from Dayton Oakwood. He's down 23 flat. And come down to the last length. Very tight. Looks like Michael Ryan surging. And Michael Ryan gets the victory at 47.43. The early leader, Campbell, finishes second, 47.75. And third, that was Ethan Otten, also from Beaver Creek. Ethan went 48.06. And now the championship final heat.
Probably one of the races of the meet coming up.
Very good.
Lane 1, Braden Osborne of Mason. Lane 2, Aaron Sequeira, two-time winner and two-time record setter from last night, senior from Walnut Hills. Lane 4, Gibson Holmes, Indian Hill. Lane 5, Owen Taylor, the junior from St. Xavier. Lane 5, Adam Cheney of Mason. Lane 6, Matt Brunsky of Vandalia Butler. Lane 7, Brandon Day of Loveland. And lane 8, Jaden Humphrey of Sydney. So, interesting note when we talked at the very, I mentioned there's an interesting storyline brewing. That's this 100 freestyle.
Right.
Lane 2, Aaron Sequeira, seed time 47.77, 100 freestyle. Last night went 46 and 100 back. Faster than the top seed.
He had a very difficult entry on that, almost as if he slipped. I didn't quite see it.
Adam Cheney in lane 5.
Adam Cheney with a commanding, almost a full body length lead. And Cheney's going to get the victory. It's not going to be a contest.
It's a battle for
record's
second.
44.84, and it's all a matter of whether Cheney gets the record here, because he's dominating the heat.
Good turn by Taylor on that
Aaron
one.
Sequeira had a slip on his start. There's no question about that. 43.74, crushing the record by Cody Bybee from Bellbrook, 2018. So that's just a stunning race right there. Outstanding performance by Adam Cheney.
Owen
Tremendous.
Taylor, second place, 45.88. That was a great last wall he had on that.
Let's all right, here's the start again, Mike. And we can see in lane 2. It's hard to tell right there what happened. It may have occurred, perhaps his hands slid apart in the entry. But what a great swim by Adam Cheney. And okay,
Girls
we have
50 fly, lane 1, Jenna Daria, Mercy McCauley. Lane 2, Emily Vankerchove. Lane 3, Lauren Kinzeler. Lane 4, Petal Sloan. Lane 5, Kylie Dennison. Lane 6, Naomi Gow. Lane 7, Kara Kavanaugh. Lane 8, Julian Hobson.
And lane 4, Petal Sloan gets the win, 27-65. And again, this, Mike, is a junior varsity event, not contested, in a normal dual meet format.
This is championship meet of the girls 50-yard butterfly junior varsity.
Swimming in lane 1, Jillian Ruffner. Lane 2, Ashley Reed. Lane 3, Maggie Hojnacki. Lane 4, Caroline Rupp. Lane 5, Courtney McCown. Lane 6, Ruchi Kudokar. Lane 7, Sophia Dugan. And lane 8, Molly Butkovich.
Lane 3, junior from Mason, Maggie Hojnacki. Your number 1 seed comes over the time of 27:74. A junior from Chirpin, Caroline Rupp. Lane 5, freshman from St. Ursula, Courtney McEwen. Lane 6, a junior from Mason, Ruchi Kudokar. Lane 7, a junior from St. Ursula, Sophia Dugan. And lane 8, a sophomore from Chirpin, Molly Butkovich. Classic Bergen set 4 years ago by the years Emma Fortman, 26:37. Now in lane 7, Sophia Dugan. Lane 8 is Butkovich.
It's a very tight field. Looks like lane 3 pointing slightly ahead. Maggie Hojnacki coming down to the finish, and it is Maggie Hojnacki with a 27-31 getting the victory.
Boys 50-yard butterfly, heat 1, Will Morstadt. Lane 2, Declan Skinner. Lane 3, Aiden Wilgus, sorry. Lane 4, Lucas Ecker. Lane 5, Nick Conti. Lane 6, Trey Harris. Lane 7, Mason Van Kurik. And lane 8, Mitch Giegel.
Lane 1, Morstadt. Lane 2, Skinner. Lane 3, Wilgus. Lane 4, Ecker. Lane 5, Conti.
And surging out to the lead, Mason
Van
Bencourt.
Kurik.
Yep. Oak Hills, lane 7. And now in lane 6, Trey Harris just ripped his second 25 and wins with a 24-30 for the victory. Nick Conti gets second. Nick went 25:03. And the championship final, Mike.
Swimming lane 1, Andrew Liu. Lane 2, Casey Anderson. Lane 3, Dennis Kuznetsov. Lane 4, Derek Divac. Lane 5, Nick Stenger. Lane 6, Chase Gunther. Lane 7, Austin Payer. Lane 8, Sean Huggins.
We got a movement in lane 4, and they held him up. There we go. Clean start that time. Sean Huggins out in lane 8. Not very quick. Tight field. John. Lane 4 gets the victory. Just off the record from Bo Robinson. It was 23:87, 23:81 is the record. And now we're on to the 200 fly, another collegiate event.
Great event.
Great
One of
event.
my favorite.
It is.
Favorites. In fact, I swam it at Masters Nationals. I'll have you know that I was 62nd in the country in my age group.
Outstanding.
Yes,
how many participants were at this meet?
That was in the listing of the top 100. That's it. And there were 67. So I need 5 people.
Congratulations on that wonderful opportunity to move up now.
At least no one ever thought in my lifetime I'd be listed in the top 100, but my master's coach made me swim 8 laps butterfly where I was 62nd in the top 100. And that includes USMS, not just the Y Nationals.
Okay, all right.
Swimming in lane 1, Anna Tiernan. Lane 2, Elizabeth Naylor. Lane 3, Lily Warren. Lane 4, Devin Olson. Lane 5, Jillian Rice. Lane 6, Megan Grill. Lane 7, Lucia Johnson. And lane 8, Sarah Lawley.
More importantly, do you recall the time?
God knows. But I do remember it was 8 laps. That's it.
8 laps.
Butterfly.
You made it,
Some
and
of
that's
them
what
long.
counts.
And that's
Scored
lap
points
6
for your
and 7.
team.
I took a little break at each wall. But I finished strong, hit my hips up, and finished legally.
Well, we've got lane 3. Lane 3, Lily Warren from Beaver Creek out to the early lead. And it's a good battle. Here comes lane 2, Elizabeth Naylor from Ursuline Academy has now taken the lead. Naylor up at the top of your screen, second from the top. And now in lane 8, Sarah Lowley. Sarah Lowley is challenging. Good battle between lanes 2, 3, and 4, and 8. And here it comes, the last 50. And a great underwater by Delvin Olson. Delvin Olson of Waynesville really used her underwater to surge. And lane 8 now, surging on this last 50, Sarah Lowley. And she is trying to steal it from the outside. And it's going to be very tight. It's going to come down to the finish. Lane 8 gets the victory at 2:10.53. Congratulations to Sarah. And lane 4, Delvin finishes with a 2:11.19. No, 2:11.18. All right, Mike, we have the championship final now.
Swimming in lane 1, Peyton Farrell of Beaver Creek. Lane 2, Anna Volkerdine of St. Ursula. Lane 3, Ella Jo Piersma of Seven Hills. Lane 4, Grace Hastings Anderson. Lane 5, Anna Baker, Middletown Bishop Fenwick. Lane 6, Kiara Ankrum Mason. Lane 7, Madeline Hart Turpin. Lane 8, Tara Witkowski, Lakota East.
And they're off. And it looks like lane 3, Ella Jo Piersma is going out pretty quickly. And touching first, Anna Baker. Bishop Fenwick. Very tight race. Turning right together there. Okay, now Grace Hastings has taken the lead out in 005. 1 minute 0.5. And really surged on the third 50. Oftentimes, the third 50 ends up being the critical 50. And she's taken command there, and now they'll probably catch up, see if anybody can catch her. Got about a full body length of lead right now going into the last 50. Yep, Grace Hastings. Cincinnati Anderson. Coach Ed Bachman must be smiling right about now.
You mean the veteran coach of the area?
Veteran, aged coach.
The tight-fisted patriarch of Cincinnati coaching.
I'm sure he appreciates all these comments. 2:03.92, that's a great swim. Grace Hastings finishing second in lane 6. Kira Akram out of Mason. Kira ended up going 2:05.41. So wonderful final heat there. Now we go to the boys 200 butterfly.
Swimming in lane 1, Jacob Ortwine of Lakota West. Lane 2, Kellen Roddy, St. Xavier. Lane 3, Aiden Lemer, Kings. Lane 4, Jamie Donovan, St. X. Lane 5, Justin Dostal, Anderson. Lane 6, Josh Hagan, Springboro. Lane 7, Michael Griffith, Troy. Lane 8, Cade Gribbett, Oak Hills.
Tight heat from this morning. Just 2 seconds separating the field. And I believe we're ready for an interview. Okay, right after this heat is concluded. Okay, lane 3. Aiden Limmer from Kings, the early lead. Jamie Donovan took the reins of the lead right there. It's a good battle right there. You can see them coming in together. Good undulation. Using their fly kick off that wall. The 5th stroke, the 5th weapon. Right there, great fly kick. Be executed on fly back and freestyle, especially in fly. And Jamie Donovan.
Jamie Donovan, yes, had a strong swim this morning.
Down 125 at the 150 mark, and he's in command of the race. Now here comes Aiden. Aiden's trying to get up there to challenge, but Jamie's going to be too strong and hold him off. Oh, surging in lane 5. There's the victory. 155.70. Jamie. And Aiden holds on for second. 156.46. And getting up for third, we had Justin And we're now going to an interview.
Hannah Hill from Springboro is back with us. She is 3 for 3 in this meet, winning the 100 free tonight. You really made a move at the 50. What was your strategy?
Well, just in practices recently, I've been really working on that sprint into the first 50. It's just in 100, it's an all-out sprint, so might as well take it out as fast as I possibly can, but then just go and see how hard I can take it home.
50-54 to win. Now you and your teammates are in a tight race with Mason. It's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, we're all having fun with it. There's friendly banter in between races. We're all cheering for each other. It's all friendly in the spirit of competition, and we're just gonna have to see who makes it to the finish.
Keep up the great swimming. It's gonna be fun down the wire. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, the guys A final. Lane 1, Nate Bussey, St. Xavier. Lane 2, Calvin Wise, Greenan. Lane 3, Luke Paxton, Hamilton Baden. Lane 4, Jean-Pierre Couzon. Couzon of St. Xavier. Lane 5, Jason Allen of Beaver Creek. Lane 6, Wesley Shower. Lane 7, Jonah Karshnick. And lane 8, Gibson Holmes, Indian Hill.
Jean-Pierre out quickly. 151 this morning, swimming with a lot of relaxed power. Easy speed. Easy speed out in 24.8. Wesley Scherb in second, 24.9, so very tight. And now the third 50 coming on, and they'll be turning it on right here. This is where they'll go get it. And Jean-Pierre used his underwater right there exclusively. He really put his head down and went for it. And you can see 1-2 right there up in lane 8. That's Gibson Holmes in third, using his underwaters. Kuzman out in 120. He's got a chance to be 148, 147 if he can bring it home. Probably looking at a 148 right here. Wesley in second. A clear 1-2 right here. Fading just a touch, but still going to be under 150. 149.70. Kuzman in second. Wesley gets in for a 150-149. So, yeah, very good set of 200 flies right there.
Yeah. Very 155, very tight. 155.1 is 8th place. Tight race.
Yeah, very tight. And now we're going back to a conventional high school event, the 100 breaststroke for the girls.
100 breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1, Katie Fisher. Lane 2, Gwynn Thomas. Lane 3, Sophia Fetter. Lane 4, Ava Stallmeyer. Lane 5, Ashley Lugville. Lane 6, Tiana Ankrum. Lane 7, Namie Edge. And lane 8, Catherine Owen.
And Rachel Gustin still holds this record as she does the 200. 103.11. Set back in 1993. So those are two of the longest standing records. Okay, Sophie Fittler. Tiana Ankrum. Right there, 1-2. Ashley Lugby. You can see in the red there, has a slight lead. It's going to come right down to the finish. Very tight field. Ashley pulling away a bit. And she's going to get the victory with a time of 106.06. Kenya Ankrum finished the second from Mason with a time of 107.21. And now to the championship final heat.
So in lane 1, Reese Lugbill, Mason. Lane 2, Fiera McCarty, Oakwood. Lane 3, Katie Lair, Alter. Lane 4, Jessie Lee, Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy. Lane 5, Paige Striley. Lane 6, Claudia Butterfield, senior from Ursuline Academy. Lane 7, Zoe Barclay of Centerville. Lane 8, Kathy Zhao of Indian Hill.
Okay, a very strong field here. Jessie Lee was 103.7 this morning. Our top qualifier. Cincinnati Hills Christian, and she's out to the early lead. And she's out in 29.9, so she can come back in 33.10. She'll tie or beat the record. It'll be tight. Fading just a touch. Let's see if she can get in there. Not quite. 103.81. So the Rachel Guston record stays. Lane 2. Lane 1. That's Reese Lugby. She's had a very good meet. She was 104.35. Got up for second there. Now we go to the boys 100 breaststroke.
We are moving along rapidly.
We are. It's been a very exciting second day, and it's on to the boys 100 breaststroke, Mike.
Lane 1, Dylan Edge. Lane 2, Kevin Wu. Lane 3, Cameron Jones. Lane 4, Jake Young. Lane 5, Nicholas Gockerman. Lane 6, Logan Otke. Lane 7, Nate Holty. Lane 8, Nick D'Angelo.
Okay, very tight in the middle there. Jake Young and Nicholas Gockerman right together. Also in lane 3, Cameron Jones. Slight lead by Jake Young right there with a time of 23.52 at the 50. Good underwire pullout from the Young Kings athlete, junior, Mr. Young. Lane 1 surging right now, Dylan Edge. And now I think Edge has a slight edge coming off of that third turn.
That's a good one.
And it looks like he's stealing it from the outside. Lane 1 up at the top of the screen. And yes, Edge edged him out with a time of 57.83.
Now what are the chances you ever would have been able to say that?
And 58.14 by Jake Young, which was a very good swim this morning, 59.9. So both of those huge drops. Dylan Edge really exploded the second half of that race. And now we're on to the championship finals of the 100 breaststroke.
Swimming in lane 1, Adam McDonald, Lakota East. Lane 2, Ansel Froas, Sycamore. Lane 3, Mason Wilkinson, Centerville. Lane 4, Scott Sobolewski, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Adam Sherman, Hamilton Baden. Lane 6, Ian Van Gorp, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 7, Christian Narcells, Springfield. And lane 8, Sebastian Villa of Centerville.
Okay, Jake Foster has the record here at 55.18, set in 2019, just last year. The top seed, Scott Sobolinski, 56.61 this morning, so he'll be going after it. He's wearing a brief, so he's trying to defend his top seed from this morning. Scott out very quickly, surges to the lead, followed by Mason Wilkinson in lane 3. Very tight. Let's see what Scott gets out in here. He's looking very good, good rhythm. Nice adjustment into that wall. 26.41. Got to bring it home. He's got a shot. Adam Sherman, he's doing a nice job. Coming up on the back half of this race. Also in lane 2, that's Ansel Froas. And a very good swim, 56.24. Scott gets the victory. Adam Sherman gets second with a time of 57.01. And Ansel finishes with 57.30. And now we're on to another interview.
Grace Hastings is a senior at Anderson High School. She's a double winner here at the Classic, winning the 200 freestyle and the 200 butterfly. Do you have a favorite?
I prefer the 2 free for sure. I did not enjoy that 2 fly.
You're pretty, you pulled both of them out. Now you're a senior, you've had a very successful high school and club career. Tell us what you're going to be doing next year.
Next year I'm going to be going to the Naval Academy, swimming on the varsity women's team. Just going to see where that takes me.
Great, and what are your goals the rest of the season as you close out your senior year?
So I just want to have a good state meet and a good meet at Wynats. I don't really have a specific goal for any times, but I just hope I don't suck too bad at anything, really.
I think you're going to be just fine. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
So, girls 50 back. Swimming lane 1, Sakura Adachi. Lane 2, Ariel Gray. Lane 3, Riley Brown. Lane 4, Maria Kurtz. Lane 5, Veda Adzumali. Lane 6, Josie Allen. Lane 7, Shayla Smith. And lane 8, Erin Kelly. And are we missing someone? What's going on here?
Looks like, No.
Lane 8, yes, Erin Kelly of Marymount, a senior from Marymount. The first alternate will be Caitlin Knapek of Lakota West. Not sure if they've called him or not. Oh, and I don't think the alternate's in position. That's what they were waiting to try to find the alternate.
Initially, our information had Aaron as an alternate. And then the reseed put her in the final.
She's probably not even here, didn't even know.
She may not have known. Okay, the girls 50 backstroke, a junior varsity event, not contested at the high school level. And Josie Wise out very quickly in lane 4. Has a slight edge. Trying to hold on to the victory. In the console heat, it's going to come right down.
Right here.
Yep. Oops. Look at the wrong sheet. Okay.
It is outside smoke, Sakura Adachi.
Oh, up on top in lane 1.
Walnut Hills.
29-48. 29-48 gets the win. Freshman from Walnut Hills. And now we're into the championship heat.
Swimming in lane 1, McKenna Sunderland. Lane 2, Sarah Dorizas of Kings. Lane 3, Becca Honecker, Eaton. Lane 4, Erin Fentress of Milford. Lane 5, Jenna Scarborough, Lakota West. Lane 6, Avani Desmuk, Mason. Lane 7, Annabelle Smith, Ross. And lane 8, Josie Wise, Greenan. Right here.
Okay, here we go. Championship final heat. Top seed Erin Fentress, 29.07. Records 27.32 by Emma Schubert. And they're off. Okay, surging to the front, that's Erin Fentress, lane 4. And Erin Fentress in control of this race. Driving to the finish. And Fentress wins with a time of 27.82. Finishing second, Jenna Scarborough out of Lakota West. 28.56. So very good. Now we're on to the boys junior varsity 50 backstroke.
Swimming in lane 1, Nicholas Wolf. Lane 2, Daiki Nishikawa. Lane 3, Nick Stenger. Lane 4, Chase Dillon. Lane 5, Ben Starkey. Lane 6, Kurt Karbowski. Lane 7, Lucas Ecker. Lane 8, Max Brunner.
Okay, right there in the middle of the pool, you can see Chase Dillon and Ben Starkey turning together. And looked like Ben Starkey got a slight lead, but now Nick Stringer in lane 3 ended up surging and getting the victory. Nick Stringer from Elder with a time of 27.05. Chase Dillon finishes second. Ben Starkey finishes third. And now to the championship final heat.
Swimming in lane 1, Tim Blankenship. Lane 2, Caden Seiler. Lane 3, Chase Gunther. Lane 4, Brian Ridner. Lane 5, Connell Kellner. Lane 6, Jojo Minizawa. Lane 7, Samuel Huang. And lane 8, Drew Mussman.
Okay. Set their feet. And they're off. Brian Reidner, early lead. And this record may fall. Randy Kruger, 25:59. And it does fall, 24:88. The legendary Larry Lyons remembers remember Randy Kruger and to me, and Coach Leonard often talk about Randy and his exciting zest for training back in the day.
He went to the Air Force Academy?
I believe so.
I think he did, yes. He went to the Air Force Academy. I'm sure the zest was welcome at the Air Force Academy, too.
That was probably the best thing Randy could do.
Yes.
And really put him on the right track.
Swimming in, this is the girls 200 backstroke. Swimming on lane 1, Reese Turner. Lane 2, Celia Creviston. Lane 3, Morgan Thompson. Lane 4, Emma Dalton. Lane 5, Madeline Wolf. Lane 6, Abby Susek. Lane 7, Madeline Hensler. Lane 8, Ashley Fryer. 8 lengths to the pool backstroke.
Up in lane 1, Reese Turner out to the early lead, 29.9 going out from Springfield, a junior. Still holding the lead, Reese Turner. And we got bookends out in lane 8, Ashley Fryer, Dakota West, right there with her. Turner still holding up. We've got an inverted heat here, Mike. The outside lanes are holding the lead. Reese Turner from wire to wire going to get the victory with a time of 2:08.49. She went 2:12 this morning. In lane 6, that was Abby Seuss from Springboro getting second with a time of 2:09.60. Now on to the championship final heat.
Swimming in lane 1, Phoebe Wright, Walnut Hills. Lane 2, Hannah Hill.
And we're going to go to an interview.
We'll go to an interview. We'll continue that.
Kellen Roddy is back with us. He's a senior at St. Xavier High School. He's the winner of the men's mile. You came really close to that meet record. Talk about your strategy.
Yeah, I certainly had the record in mind when I was swimming, but I'm actually really happy with how it went. I was able to hold my splits pretty consistent, and I'm also really proud of all my teammates. Nicholas Cockerman, Jay Weil, Adam Lampin, Kyle Sealcop, they all threw down really great races today. Luca Eckert as well, the freshman. So proud of how my guys did, and looking forward to finishing out the season with them.
It was a fantastic race for your team. Now you have had a very good meet in your senior year, but you've got some exciting things ahead next year. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so next year I'm going to Johns Hopkins University, swimming there. Go Blue Jays. Definitely looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun.
Well, congratulations on a great meet this year and a great career at St. X, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right. Nice job. All right, resetting this field of lane 1, Phoebe Wright, Walnut Hills. Lane 2, Hannah Hill, Springboro. Lane 3, Lauren Clifford of Coleraine. Lane 4, Maggie Clough of Springboro. That's the record holder. Lane 5, Abby Wolford, Beaver Creek. Lane 6, Melanie Schweikert of Kings. Lane 7, Isabel Gomez, Dakota East. And lane 8, Kelsey McMenemy, the junior from Winton Woods.
Okay, Hannah Hill with the early lead. 28-3. Maggie Clough in third. Her teammate, the freshman from Beaver Creek, Abby Wolford, is in second. A tight race. Looks like lane 5 now surging. That's Abby. 58-89. And Maggie Clough trying to get up there. Maggie holds the record, 158-59. Abby Wolford still in charge. 9-7. Very good race. You can see right there, a young freshman from Beaver Creek. Abby looks like she's going to hold on. And 2:00:10. Maggie finishes second with a 2:00:65. So great swims there.
And third place goes to another freshman, Lauren Clifford of Coleraine.
And Lauren went 2:02:90. So 3 great swims right there. And now we're on to the boys 200 backstroke consolation heat.
Swimming in lane 1, Mason Wilkson, Dayton Chaminade Julienne. Lane 2, Connor Peden of Beaver Creek. Lane 3, Sam Campbell of Dayton Oakwood. Lane 4, Nathan Wall, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Nate Buzzy, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Jaden Humphrey of Sydney. Lane 7, Adam Cheney of Mason. And lane 8, Kyle Silkop of St. Xavier.
And Adam Cheney, who we saw earlier dominate the 100 freestyle, is out quickly, along with Nathan Wall. Cheney's in first at that point. You see him lane 7 towards the bottom of your screen. Went out 26:05.
I know.
Adam Shakora in lane 5. And the next heat would be challenging the record, I would suppose, after that 46 we saw last night. Cheney still holding on, but now here comes Sam Campbell. Sam Campbell of Dayton Oakwood. A lot of strong backstrokers come out of Dayton.
Why is that?
Well, I think Kevin Weldon, Raider coach, does a good job with the backstroke swimmers up in that area, along with some of the other coaches in that area. And Campbell's taken the lead. Cheney's in second, but fading. And lane 4, Nathan Wall still hanging in there. But this is Sam Campbell's race. He's pulling away. Looks like Wall is going to get second. He can finish strong. Campbell wins 152.97. Cheney finishes second with 154.41. And Wall finishes 154.46 for third. And now to the championship final. Our last heat of individual swimming tonight as we head to the exciting 400 freestyle relays coming up.
Swimming in lane 1, Kevin Glennon of McKings. Lane 2, Brandon Day of Loveland. Lane 3, Jay Weil, senior from Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 4, Luke Paxton, Hamilton Baden. Lane 5, Aaron Sequeira of Walnut Hills. Lane 6, Tristan Menninger, St. Xavier. Lane 7, Owen Conley of Waynesville. Lane 8, Luke Sullivan of Dayton Carroll.
And Luke Paxton is our top qualifier with a 152.73. He's going to be swimming beside Aaron Sequeira. Should be an interesting race. Back down as they relax and set their feet. All right, reset. And they're off. All right, and Aaron takes the early lead. The record, 144.89. Carson Foster last year, 2019. All right, so Aaron's out in 24.2. Owen Conley is in second, followed closely by Luke Paxton. Okay, so let's see. Aaron now has about a full body length lead as he goes in with a time of 50.39, and all he's got to do is come back in 53, and he's got the record. And it's not an easy task, but he's swimming very well this weekend. Going to have to hammer home his last 75. Owen Conley from Waynesville is swimming very well, up in lane 7, near the bottom of your screen. But this race is all Aaron. 27.3, he's going to have to really come home. He'll have to bring it home in 27 if he wants to get the record. It's going to be tight. I think he's got a good shot if he can get in there, and he did it. 144.17 gets the record, and that's an outstanding swim. And Owen Conley gets second with a time of 147.67. That's a very good swim. And Luke Paxton really back halfed it and went 153.3 for third. So that was a great championship final there.
That was a good one.
And now we're on to the final event, the exciting 400 free relays, which is how every dual meet is completed or contested.
Every
final event.
High school meet, dual or championship.
Or championships, that's right.
All right.
And we've got an interview.
We have both winners of the 50 backstroke events. We have Aaron Frentress, who is a freshman from Milford, and Brian Ridner, who is a junior at Elder. Brian, you broke the meet record.
Yes.
This is your third classic.
Yes.
Is that your goal?
It was my goal, actually. Coming into this, I knew I was close, and I think I could get it, and I did. So it felt really good.
Great race. And Aaron, you're a freshman winning an event at this meet. This is a prestigious meet. Was that your goal?
Yeah, it was fun and it was like really exciting because it was just a new
everything to me, and it was like, oh my gosh, and I was so excited.
How do you feel about the excitement of this meet? Neither one of your teams is in the team race, but certainly a huge accomplishment individually.
It was really nice. I love my team, and we were doing really good this weekend, and it's always nice to make it back and see what you can do individually too.
Yeah, this was a big win individually, but it also was a huge win for the team, and I'm just glad I could do it with my team and for my team.
Well, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry I didn't mention CAC.
Okay. All right.
So being in lane 1 on this girls 400 free relay, Wyoming. Lane 2, Lebanon. Lane 3, Kings. Lane 4, Seton. Lane 5, St. Ursula. Lane 6, Walnut Hills. Lane 7, Indian Hill. Lane 8, Lakota East.
And out to the early lead out in lane 7, right there at the bottom of our screen. That's Indian Hill. In second place is Walnut Hills. And it looks like third place right now is St. Ursula. Anna Palin out in front. And Jillian Rice will be coming off of her. And Walnut's team, that's Lucia Galvin and Ava Stallmeyer will be taking off. Now we also have Liberty Township coming up in lane 8. Still a large lead as Jillian Rice swimming the third leg. Good tight race for second. Walnut Hills and Lakota East battling, and now here comes St. Ursula in lane 6. Very tight race for second. Indian Hill has about a 6-length body length lead, but it's anybody's race for second. We've got 4 teams all together. The anchor leg for Indian Hill, Isabel Piver. And there she goes, entering the water. And now Walnut Hills has Phoebe Wright. And Ursula has Clara Kaiser. Very tight race right in the middle of the pool for second. Indian Hill running away with the heat. And Indian Hill going to handily win. It's going to be a battle for second. Right now, St. Ursula and Walnut back and forth. 2 schools very close in proximity. How about that, Mike? Neighbors, if you will. Indian Hill, a dominating victory in the console heat, 336-59. And the tight battle goes to Walnut Hills, 340-61 to 340-76 for St. Ursula. Just 1,500 separated second and third there, Mike. And now on to the championship finals for the girls 400 free relay to finish out their meet.
Swimming lane 1, Turpin. Lane 2, Seven Hills. Lane 3, Ursuline Academy. Lane 4, Springboro. Lane 5, Beaver Creek. Lane 6, Mason. Lane 7, Lakota West. And lane 8, Sycamore.
And we have an interview now.
Jessie Lee is a sophomore at Cincinnati Hills Christian. She dominated the 100 and 200 breaststroke at this meet, winning both going away, start to finish. What were you thinking during those races?
Honestly, coming off one of the hardest parts of the entire season for training, it was a mind over matter kind of thing. My coaches always told me, even if you aren't feeling the best, you know, you can push through it. This is what you train for. You're training not to just win this meet, but to win in the future, and to just keep going despite how you feel.
Now, one of the more impressive facts is that you won both of those races in a regular suit. You were not in a performance suit. Is that a confidence builder for you?
Well, I was talking with my high school coach about it, and he told me that not being tapered and coming off this past holiday training, a suit can only do so much for me. And obviously it was kind of intimidating to be around girls who were bigger than me and older than me and also suited up. But again, once you put your mind to it, you can race, you can go.
Well, you did a great job. Congratulations.
Good job. And Springboro has our top seed this evening with a 3:38.51 top swim this morning. Mason taking the early lead. Kira Akron in lane 6. See right there in the bright red suit. Okay, Mason holding a slight lead, followed closely by Beaver Creek and Springboro. Mason still holding on. Beaver Creek giving chase. Very tight right there. Now Ursuline Academy is coming up to challenge Springboro for third. And we're coming to the halfway point of the race. Mason still leading. And that's Emma Dalton. Emma Dalton going off very quickly on that exchange. Peyton Farrell for Beaver Creek in the water now. Abby Selst from the junior from Springboro now challenging for second. And it looks like Springboro now has pulled even for second and now taking that spot. And Mason trying to hold on to that first spot. Mason's got Kenna Akram coming up to anchor. It's a very tight race for second right now. Hannah Hill, and we saw her sprint prowess earlier in the meet, has made up a great deal of space right there on that, ate up some of that lead on that takeoff. It was a great pickup. And Hannah Hill, who's had a dominating meet, won the 100 free, has now taken the lead. And Springboro has passed Mason. Mason held on to the lead for about 320 yards, and now Hannah Hill has taken control. Mason's still in second, trying to hold on. Beaver Creek, Caitlin Black, third place. And Springboro is going to get the victory with a time of 3:28.89. Finishing second, that was Mason, 3:30.72. And in third place, Beaver Creek holding on with a time of 3:33.29. And that concludes the women's portion of the meet. And now we're on to the gentlemen. 400 freestyle for the boys.
Swimming in lane 1, Turpin. Lane 2, Sydney. Lane 3, Vandalia Butler. Lane 4, Lakota East. Lane 5, Milford. Lane 6, Moeller. Lane 7, Talawanda. And lane 8, Elder.
And they're off. Okay, we've got lane 2. That's Sydney. Jaden Humphrey going out very quickly. Liberty Township's Evan Devine also surging. He's got the early lead. Okay, tight race between 2 and 4. Sydney and Lakota East. And what a great takeoff. Luke Lang of Talawanda. Also, Jack Grandy from Moeller had a very good pickup. But Lakota East still holding on to the lead. It's a very tight race for second right now. Right there at the bottom of your screen. Moeller and Talawanda. Still holding on, Lakota East. Brett Murko will be taking off right here. And Lakota East still holding the lead, but Moeller really closed the gap there. Now, Talawanda still there in third. Brett's doing a nice job of keeping his rhythm and still holding the lead. We've got Moeller who's taking the lead. Jake Wiley. Drew Held. Good race for second. Drew Held's going to get the victory for Moeller. Looks like Evan Fentress. Evan Fentress from Milford really surged up and helped get them second place. All right, so we had a 3:17.19 out of Moeller, 3:18.83 out of Milford.
So that brings us to our final race of the evening and for the meet, the A finals of the boys 400 freestyle relay. Swimming in lane 1, Centerville, lane 2, Indian Hill, lane 3, Beaver Creek, lane 4, Sycamore, lane 5, Mason, lane 6, Kings, lane 7, St. X, lane 8, Walnut Hills.
Top seed this morning was Sycamore. $3:12.74 this morning. Record is 3:00:52, held by St. Savior in 2017. Charles Leipson, Shabalewski, Grinder, and House. And Indian Hill and St. Xavier, 1-2. Xavier with a slight lead. Indian Hill in second. That's Gibson Holmes for Indian Hill. Owen Taylor for Xavier. And Josh Pearson, second leg there for Xavier, Scott Sobolinski. Scott has pulled away. Now in lane 3, that's Beaver Creek, Nate Holte, who's surged up for second. And a very tight grouping for third. Indian Hill, Sycamore, Kings, all battling for third place. Beaver Creek in second, and Xavier holding the lead right there at the bottom of the screen in lane 7. Xavier leading. Ian Van Gorp. Ethan Otten out of Beaver Creek holding on second. And Mason, Adam Cheney, our dominating 100 freestyler at the beginning of the meet, now has pulled into second for Mason. Xavier just took off with the last leg. We have Beaver Creek and Mason battling for second. Indian Hills in fourth. Xavier running away with the race. They're going to get the victory. It's going to be a great battle between second and third with Kings, or Beaver Creek, and Mason. And now Sycamore has moved into the third slot, or fourth slot, and is trying to get up for third place. All right, so Xavier's going to get the victory. See them right there heading to the wall with a time of 3:04.91. Beaver Creek gets second, 3:07.96. And in third place, Mason, 3:08.90. What a great and exciting conclusion to a wonderful high school classic championship.
So another year in the books.
Another year. 28 for you and I in commentating. It was a lot of fun.
Always fun.
As always.
That concludes our coverage of the Southwest Ohio High School Classic Day 2 Finals. From Keating Editorium, I'm Mike Leonard, along with Coach Benson Sperling, Coach Meredith Griffin, and the entire Waycross community team. Good night from the Classic.
Waycross coverage of the 2020 Southwest Ohio Swim Classic was made possible in part by Fastest Labs, clean, fast testing for drug and alcohol, DNA screening, DOT testing, and employer solutions. Henry Tillman, Ohio Valley Restoration, Solar is Freedom, and Huntington Learning Center.
Improve your child's academic skills at Huntington Learning Center.
I'm Dan from Huntington Learning Center. The ACT and SAT are important milestones for high school students. We can help prepare your child for these challenging tests.
Students should remain diligent in their studies at school. Expose your child to the tests as early as sophomore year. And if you see your child struggling with a subject at school, seek out help as early as possible.
Our mission is to give every student the best education possible.
At Solar is Freedom, we are a reliable alternative energy company focused on producing great value for our customers. Whether your concern is speed, quality service, or all of the above, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. We believe in saving you as much money as possible, designing and installing the best system for your individual needs, while saving as many natural resources as we can. At Solar is Freedom, we are focused on your peace of mind.